Google how to make a video and you get 10.5 billion results. How to make a baby gets only 5 billion. Really? Wow. The point is, with so much free content available, why don't more people get actual results? The simple answer is that there's no context. With 10 billion results, you can do anything, but not everything. The question is, what do you need to do? And the answer is as in so many things in life, avoiding the things you don't need to do. Maybe you don't need color correction. Knock off 1.2 billion results. Maybe you don't need to shoot on green screen. 222 million hits gone, though you might want to review the #1 result. Maybe you don't need to shoot in a RAW format. Another 239 million results deleted. You get the idea. Just keep sculpting away until you get it down to what you really need. But how do you decide? Well, it comes down to how you want to lead with your videos. Do you want to entertain? Enlighten? Maybe both. Maybe it's to recruit, indoctrinate, sell, raise awareness, build a list, talk with people on your list, challenge the status quo, or make things easier. Some of it depends on industry. B2B can often be less strict on video quality than business to consumer. Look at my videos. I wouldn't run these before the main feature at the Cineplex. The point is, there's so much context needed, and yet there's nothing at all to guide you in that direction. 10 billion results and zero context. That's always been the problem. And until context is weaved in, it will be a problem pretty much till the end of time. That's why you can't get traction. So what if we could whittle this down to nothing except that which would give you momentum? Then would it even matter where you were starting? Of course not. The only thing that would matter is where you want to go. So what will give you momentum? According to our content pyramid, it starts with a system for quickly making videos at relatively high quality compared to your market and in some quantity. That means control over the right tools. If it's green screen, that will mean a relatively higher level of investment because room setup, measurements, lighting, background apps, exposure, wardrobe, focus, memory, codec editing program, and plugins have a huge bearing on your success. I know you can find any number among that 200 million that will tell you, just turn on the Zoom background and be done with it. So who am I to tell you otherwise? The bigger point is that if you cut out green screen, you lose the need for room measurements and codec. If you aren't using a permanent background at all, your temporary backgrounds and portable lighting take on a lot more significance. Shoot with a camera phone to save money and you add layers of complexity in exposure, focus, motion, capacity. But no matter what the shooting context, the goal is always the same. In our system, hit 3 buttons and the whole thing comes to life. If you have to worry about how it's going to be shot, chances are almost 100% that you won't do it. And then nothing else on the pyramid matters. One of the things that will help you decide on a context for yourself is choosing the things you're drawn to in building your production machine. I've got a free resource that took me 6 months to build, and it will give you a fair amount of mastery, whether you're using a webcam, a smartphone, or a real video camera. And if you want to make videos like this one, it will show you how to do that on a Mac or a PC, including, yes, how to work with text, graphics, animation, B-roll, music, and more. And it's all free. Okay, Steve, that's great, but do you have any examples of that context you keep droning on about? Fair enough. Here are 27 examples, from marketing to coaching, to sales to training. Your context needs a natural home. Find that, and you can own that pyramid, because the learning you need for the kind of video you want will be so much more focused and exciting. You'll be able to cut right through the things that don't matter and get right to the ones that matter most. And now, you've got some real momentum. If you can cut down the time between getting the idea and getting the idea on video, then you can relax long enough to put some real thought into what you want to shoot and how. And that is the way of the visible authority.